Hi, my name is Bill McLagan, McLagan Enterprises, and what I want to do today is show how to use the McLagan Enterprises test set for a Revmaster Ignition module. The test set consists of an inexpensive power supply, which is connected to the test set itself. There's a signal generator which generates the pulses to trigger the thing, and then there's two oscillators which substitute for the generator coils in the alternator. And then there are 4 sparks systems which simulate or emulate the spark system. So the first thing we do today together is to put it together. And this is a Revmaster number 131 module. So we start with putting the ground onto the case. This has a couple of purposes, one for ground for the power. This is the start part, the start module, and this says start power, you can see, and that goes here. And then we plug in the trigger. This goes to the 4-pin trigger, and it triggers each module separately. Get it plugged in. And then we have 2 generator simulators which simulate the power from the alternator. Now we've got that plugged in. We've got a series of switches. This turns the system on. This turns the 2 generators on. This turns the start on. This is for the kill switches. So if they're up, it's not killed. If they're down, they are killed. Okay. So then we want to hook up using the color coding. Hook up the individual outputs. By color code. This is the yellow. And this one finally is the blue. As you know, they are paired. The white and the red are paired with one generator, and the yellow and the blue are paired with another generator, plus when you use the start circuit, a relay kicks in and activates those 2. And then these are the kill switches, so we'll start with the yellow, plug it in. We'll get the white. Excuse me, I did that wrong. Hook the yellow to the yellow one, the blue to the wire attached to the blue section, the red attached to the wire to the red section, and we have one more, the white attached to the white. Okay, so now we're ready to test. Okay, now that we got it together, we'll start the test. And we denote that I'm running about 14 volts, and I have to make sure that the current limit is up around 5 or greater. This is a 10 amp supply, so that'll work. So the first switch turns on the system, and what you find is that this indicates which module is being triggered at the time. And there's a pattern that's like the one like you see here, and then there's one that's all together. So let's turn on the 2 generators. And what you're looking for, you can basically hear it better than anything, or watch, that the spark is at the correct point. That one's sparking, this one's sparking. When it flashes, it sparks. If it doesn't correspond to that, then there's something wrong with the trigger module or the wiring of the trigger. Okay, then we can turn on the start module. Make sure it works as well. Start module works only on the red and the blue. Let's see. So only yellow and the blue. That's here and here. And that's just the start module. Now we get them all back. Okay, at this point we want to check to make sure the kill switches are proper. So let's start with the white. We'll kill it. You hear that it's a little bit different. No sparking, normal sparking, normal sparking, no sparking. Okay, so we turn it on, try to turn off the yellow. No sparking on the yellow, all the rest work. We'll turn off the red. That corresponds. And here we'll turn off the blue. And that's the end of it. We've got that, we've checked that the kill switches work. We checked that each output worked. We checked that each generator activates the proper system. And having done that, we've verified that the module itself is working.